This week on Council Bluffs News, Back to School Extravaganza. The Charles E. Lakin campus holds a back-to-school drive to give kids supplies they need. Lake Manawa. We get a glimpse of what all the state park offers and why one source ranks it among the top 10 campsites in Iowa. Opening soon, we sit down with Community Development Director Don Gross to discuss businesses that will be opening their doors in Council Bluffs. And Donna Schopner joins us in studio to talk about the end of summer bash happening Labor Day weekend and what artists will be featured in the 100 block celebration. That and more all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt. With schools starting up soon, parents and children are shopping for school supplies. Unfortunately, it's not an easy task for families struggling financially. However, the Charles E. Lakin Human Services Campus holds an event to step in and help. Food, fire trucks, face paintings. On the outside, it looks like a fair. On the inside, it looks like some much-needed assistance.
Today is our 8th annual Back to School Extravaganza that the Lakin campus and all of our partnering agencies put on.
The event being held Friday, August 21st, gives kids and parents a chance to get school supplies for the year at no cost.
We're focusing on notebooks, folders, pencils, pens, crayons, markers.
It's a big help for those who need it.
It's really great for low-income families and not everybody who's able to purchase back-to-school supplies.
It's important for a lot of families that can't afford to go out and buy a lot of the school supplies in today's economy, so it's a great help to everyone in the community.
The event also helps ensure that kids have the tools to succeed in the classroom.
Sending kids back to school with supplies they need guarantees that they're a little more successful.
Organizations from all over are also in attendance to hand out helpful information regarding a number of topics.
Reading books, emergency pamphlets, safety instructions, cereal, just anything you could possibly think of.
Including health tips and information from United Healthcare.
Got a lot of materials regarding nutrition and exercise that parents can use to talk to their kids about those topics. We've also got some lunch bags for kids to take home with them today.
The event helps the less fortunate while spreading the word on the assistance available at the Charles E. Lakin Human Services Campus.
We have resources from all over that can benefit families in any kinds of needs that they do have.
The extravaganza truly is a result of a team effort.
It brings everybody together as a community, and it helps the kids out and everything with things that they need for school.
And that day is fast approaching. The Council Bluffs Community School District is slated to return to classes August 31st.
I think they're excited. The kids get excited. They know school's coming and they get to pick out their backpacks.
We're told that around 800 people attended the event. Supplies that were given to the children at the extravaganza were donated at Stuff the Bus events held earlier in the month. If you'd like to donate school items, contact Clarissa Newman at the Micah House at 1415 Avenue J. Sunday, August 16th, the Micah House and 89.7 The River hold Kicks for Kids. Taking place outside Shopco, the shoe drive encourages people to donate new or slightly used shoes for the shelter, as well as drop off school supplies. All set up between the two organizations.
We've done work with 89.7 in the past, and they just sort of asked what our needs are and if they could support us at all with media and things like that. And so then after brainstorming with them, we came up with this as something sort of different from drives we've done in the past.
Kate also tells us that the Micah House runs completely off of grants and donations from the community, which makes drives like these very important for the shelter. Summer is construction season in Iowa, and you may have seen numerous coming soon or opening soon signs throughout Council Bluffs. We sat down with Community Development Director Don Gross to get some tentative timelines at when those businesses will open their doors in this week's development update.
Hello, this is Don Gross. It's August 24th. Here to talk with you about various commercial developments in Council Bluffs. First, Metro Crossing. As you can see, Dick's Sporting Goods seems to be wrapping up on the exterior. I assume they will move to the interior and open in the next several months. Stores like this typically like to get open probably before the Christmas rush, which anymore is around Thanksgiving or earlier. Downtown, we have the TS Bank building being built. I see that driving by that looks like they're putting in their footings. And I assume that will go up relatively quickly once they get it out of the ground. As far as Broadway, I noticed that the Viridian Credit Union, Viridian's at 21st and Broadway, see that they're demolishing 3 structures on Broadway, and then they'll demolish a duplex on Avenue A. Centrist Credit Union on East Broadway is proposing to build a building. I see that the demolition is actually occurring as we speak.
In news around the Bluffs, the Council Bluffs Community School District gives the public a chance to meet candidates running for the school board. Thursday, August 20th, the board holds a Meet the Candidates forum at the Council Bluffs Public Library. During the 2-hour event, people are able to meet candidates, ask questions, and get an idea on who they like to vote for.
I think this is a very valuable and important experience because it allows the public the opportunity to come in and actually meet the candidates and visit with them one-on-one and get their questions answered and express any concerns that they may have for those candidates.
There are currently 4 seats up for election. Voting for the positions takes place September 8th. McCoy's Lounge and Thunderbolt hold a customer appreciation event on Saturday, August 22nd, despite the weather. The business holds the 3rd of its summer bash parties, and although it's moved inside because of storms, attendees are still able to enjoy music from Flippin' Whiskey and have a good time.
People really like concerts, bands, outdoor events, and so hopefully next year we can do an anti-rain dance the day of the event and keep it out in the parking lot.
The summer bash parties were a big hit, and due to that success, McCoy's Lounge and Thunderbolt plan to host 3 to 5 events like this next year. With classes starting back up at Iowa Western, the school holds events that welcomes those attending for the first time and those returning. Part of the Welcome Week at Iowa Western, students come to Canesville Arena to watch the Reaver volleyball team in action. All part of the 2 weeks of activities at the school, including an ice cream social, a festival, movie night, and other events to introduce students to the school and to classmates. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, we look at Lake Manawa State Park and why it's listed among the best campsites in Iowa. And Donna Schupner from Bluffs Downtown joins us to talk about the end of summer bash in our in-studio interview.
And Jeremy has been traveling around the country playing, supporting his...
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. September 27th, jam with Papa Roach and headliner Five Finger Death Punch. Over at the Convention Center, July 10th and 11th, British Fest comes to town. Then July 20th through the 26th, see the Nebraska Regional Bridge Tournament. And August 8th and 9th, it's the Spirit of Courage Celebrity Weekend. Remember, the MAC offers free parking for all events. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic, proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Hello and welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Zach Harper-Blunt, joined in studio by Donna Schupner, the events coordinator for Bluffs Downtown. Donna, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me today.
And coming up here in about a week, actually about 2 weeks, is the end of summer bash. Can you talk about a little bit what that is?
Right, it's the Bluffs Downtown End of Summer Bash street dance, and we're having 2 bands, and the public, any age is invited to attend to listen to the music, and we have a beer garden for those that are old enough.
And what all will be down there besides what you just mentioned?
Well, we have the beer garden opens at 4, and then the music starts at 5 with Tyler Folkert's opening, and Jeremy McComb will be the featured artist, and both play country music.
And one of them's been on TV, one of them was on The Voice. Can you talk a little bit about both of them, though?
Right. Tyler Folkerts was the one that was on The Voice. He was a cast member of season 8. And Jeremy has been traveling around the country playing, supporting his, which he will just be releasing his 3rd CD this year. So we're really excited to hear some of his new material.
And why is it that you're doing this street dance here on beginning of next month?
It's to keep Council Bluffs downtown vibrant and vital, and through a gift from the Potawatomi County Community Foundation, they gave us $4,200 to bring the entertainment to downtown.
And not too long ago, they did the Let's Talk About Council Bluffs campaign where people were surveyed about things that they wanted to see here in Council Bluffs. And do you think that things like this are important to try to attract people to Council Bluffs?
Absolutely, just to keep things, people say that there's nothing ever to do. Well, we want to be one of the cures to that and bring things that are fun for all different ages to the downtown area.
And then lastly, once again, when is this? And also, where can people get more details about the event?
Sure, they can go to bluffsdowntown.com to find more information. The event is September 6th from 4 to 6 on the 100 block.
And is it free to the public?
The music is free, but it's $5 if you would like to enter the beer garden.
Okay, and Donna, thank you for joining us once again in studio.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, more Council Bluffs news coming up right after the break.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
If you store your guns properly,
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
And I won't have to tell my kids, this isn't a drill.
Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Always lock it up.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
That's low, that's low. That's low and below.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously.
Located just south of Highway 92 in Council Bluffs is Lake Manawa. Opening in 1886 following a flood of the Missouri River, Manawa was a very popular entertainment spot. Even though natural phenomenon caused its decline in its heyday nearly 100 years ago, it's still a place people enjoy and is a destination for travelers across the country. Newcomers?
This is actually my first time out here.
And regulars.
This is our 7th time here.
Visitors of Lake Manawa enjoy the space offered at the state park.
We have approximately 1,600 acres of park, where almost a little less than half of that is lake.
For many, the fun is out on the water like boating, tubing, and for Mariah, riding jet skis.
I like going on it because it's fun and you go really fast and it feels good to have the wind blowing.
Outside the lake, biking enthusiasts appreciate paved trails and mountain bike trails. With 72 campsites in the park, half of those being electric, the state park attracts campers from all over the country.
We're camping, fishing, and having a good time.
According to ratings and reviews posted to travel website tripleblaze.com, the campgrounds at Lake Manawa rank as one of the top 10 statewide.
Most of the people, when they come here, they like to be able to be camping on the lakeside, being able to have that great view of that overlooks into the Omaha metro area to see the skyline. A lot of people are used to being in the city, so when they come out here, they like to be able to see the nature, the wildlife out here. So there's plenty to offer when you come to Lake Manawa.
It definitely will come here again.
According to park ranger Clint Peterson, Lake Manawa is one of the most visited camping sites in the state of Iowa. If you'd like more information on the park, including information on camping, more details are available at iowadnr.gov. The Midlands Humane Society holds their second annual car and motorcycle show Sunday, August 23rd. During the 3-hour event taking place in the parking lot of High Tech Electronics, participants enter cars and motorcycles to win awards. Also part of the fun, a silent auction, music, and food to help the animal shelter.
You know, they're huge because we rely on public funds, so every donation we get is so needed and so well spent. Everything's spent on our animals that we have there, everything's spent on the facility, making it a better place.
Dogs and cats available for adoption are also on hand. Terry tells us that at least one of the dogs at the event was adopted. Meanwhile, at the shelter, there are cats and dogs that would love to meet you, and you can see some of them in our Pets of the Week. And also a look at this week's events calendar after the break.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
I'm Terry Gatch-Mills and welcome into Pets of the Week. Our first little guy we have here is named Tonto. He's a 2-year-old. He was found as a stray in Pacific Junction. He's such a sweetheart and a good dog. He's a cattle mix. Very smart, willing to learn. He loves belly rubs. That's his favorite. He's a little shy. And if you're interested in Tonto, Tonto's file number is 17043. 17043. Our next guy is Duffy. He's about 7 to 8 years old. He was found as a stray that was brought in. He's a really gentle dog. He does have a little leg issue. Looks like possibly he might have a break or a fracture when he was younger and nobody had fixed it. Duffy's file number is 16694. 16694. And as you can tell, he's a very sweet, gentle dog. He's great, loves walks. He'd be great in a fenced yard, big acreage. He's a great family dog. Our first kitty we have here today is named Miss Kitty. She's 1 year old. She was found as a stray. She's got a gorgeous black, soft, shiny coat. Her file number is 16569. She loves to sit on your lap, but she is very playful. She loves her little catnip treats. So if you're interested in Kitty, her file number is 16569. Our next guy we have here is Declan. His file number is 17095. He's a 3-year-old stray. I can't believe someone's not looking for this gorgeous cat. He's a big boy with lots of hair, beautiful hair. And he is good with other cats. He's good with children. So if you'd like to add him to your family, come on down to Midlands Humane Society at 1020 Railroad Avenue here in Council Bluffs.
Now time for our weekly events calendar. Pinterested In is taking place at the Council Bluffs Public Library Monday, August 31st. It lasts from 6:30 to 8 p.m. People who attend will learn about beading, painting, and carving techniques for decorating eggs. People must bring 2 to 3 prepared eggs. More information is available at councilbluffslibrary.org. Music in the Park at Bayless Park is wrapping up its concert series. On September 2nd, Sabre brings its Latin sound. September 9th, the E Street Band performs, and on Sunday, September 13th, the concert series wraps up with the Irish Trio. More details are at bluffsarts.org. The Applegrass Annual Bluegrass Festival is taking place September 5th through the 6th. It'll be at Ditmar's Orchard. It'll feature 2 bluegrass bands performing each day starting at 6 p.m. Admission is $10 for 1 day and $15 for a 2-day pass. Attendees are encouraged to bring their own lawn chairs. Information is available at travelcouncilbluffs.com. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send questions or comments to cbtv at iwcc.edu. Call us 712-325-3312, or you can find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.